Hey guys, my name is Custer and welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video. I've always wanted to make videos, but I never got around to it. And now I think it would be fun to really get into it since I have so much more extra free time, while staying inside to avoid the coronavirus. Anyways, I've already recorded part 2, so it'll be pretty similar to this one, I think, once I get the commentary recorded and the editing finished. Since this is pretty new to me, if you have any helpful hints or constructive criticisms, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I hope you enjoy. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get introduced to our best friend in this game, which is going to be Hop, whose brother, if I'm correct, is Leon, or Lee, the champion of the region. And Lee's come over to get us so that way we can go... Or no, Hop's coming to get us so we can get Lee later, but we just gotta grab our bag first before we head out. Having got the bag, head outside. We have a Wooloo, which is a sheep Pokemon by the looks of it, just going crazy on this gate fence. Finally, after meeting Hop's mom, she tells us to head down to the train station to get Lee. And of course there's Lee with his kind of typical crazy poses. Okay, Hop's got his attention. And he's gonna talk to us about how Hop's changed so much. And finally, we're going to go back to Hop's house. Okay, now that we're back at Hop's house, we're going to get to choose our starter Pokemon. Okay, grass type Grookey, fire type Scorbunny, and water type Sobble. So the one I'm going to choose, that you'll see in a second, is going to be the fire type Scorbunny. I've just kind of always gone with fire type. Even back in the days of Pokemon Gold, which was my first Pokemon game. So that's just kind of like a tradition, I guess you could say, that I've always kind of gone with the first time playing through Pokemon games. Which surprisingly then means that Hop is going to choose Grookey and Leon is going to take Sobble, which usually the rival takes the superior type, meaning that I chose fire type. Usually Hop would take water type, but I think it just kind of shows that Leon's going to be the end person we have to beat. Now Lee's pretty much telling us that we need to challenge him, and that if I want to be the best, then I'm going to be Hop's rival. And this is going to put us right into our typical rival battle to start off the game. Of course, Hop has 2 Pokemon instead of just the one. He has a Wooloo that he starts off with. We're just going to play it simple, pretty much just use Tackle at this point, just to kind of see what's going on. Very lucky there, huge critical hit, which Hop clearly lets us know is beginner's luck. His tackle, not too bad. Use tackle again, don't need to use growl. And there we go, 1 down. Boom, level up, 1 down. 1 huge level up, 55 XP, and we learned Ember, and that's a fire type, so that'll be huge now going up against Grookey, who is grass type. And obviously now that Grookey's out, we're going to use Ember, which is fire type, and obviously is a really good attack to use on a grass type. And the reason it is such a good attack is because of the effectiveness, how fire is effective against grass, grass is effective against water, water against fire, and that's just the simple ones, rather when you get into like dark and psychic type Pokemon. But with that, we have dispatched Hop and gain 2 levels from the battle. Level 7 now, which isn't too bad of a end result. And of course we get $400 for winning. And now Leon's telling us that we have to get a Pokedex. And what will actually happen is Hop will say that we need, or that I need to go say goodbye to my mother first, before I head down to the research lab. But what you'll see is as soon as I go crash, and that foreshadowing from earlier of that Wooloo when we first came out after grabbing our bag, that Wooloo has now crashed through the gate, as you see. And we're actually going to learn right about now that the forest is off limits, or that it's a dangerous place, and that even the professor's granddaughter went there, but Hop's going to ask if we should go. Of course we're going to go. We're manly men, and we're going to rescue the Wooloo. So as we enter, we're going to end up facing about 3 different Pokemon in here. They're all super weak, as you saw right there. That's a level 2. This one's a level 2. And I believe the last one, just 1 second. Yep, there we go, is a level 3. So we're not going against the strongest type. We're already level 7. Compared to them, so we have 5 and 4 levels on them, so beating them isn't too bad, or too difficult, I should say. Now that we've done that, there was actually like a non-ominous, a very nice music when you first came into this forest, but now it's ominous, and now it's kind of scary, or spooky maybe is the better word. Obviously, we're running into the fog, can't really see anything, and both of us, Hop and I, just look completely bewildered by what's going on. And that's when it looks like a Beast-type Pokemon. I don't know the specific type of Pokemon that the Legendaries... I don't even know what the Legendaries really are in this new set of series, Sword and Shield. I'm assuming this is going to be the Legendary. I mean, it just kind of has the look. It doesn't have a name at all. And it doesn't have a level, and like obviously we can't even run away or anything from it, so we're literally just using Ember, which is it might be the strongest attack we have right now. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't even phase this Pokemon. Like, it doesn't even hit actually, so that's the weird thing, it doesn't hit. And I thought maybe if Ember doesn't work, what we'll use is Growl and see if that affects like a defense or something, see if that has any effect. Obviously doesn't, and the Beast Pokemon just makes it really foggy. I don't really know per se what's going on with that. So we're gonna try another attack. So we've used Ember and Growl, use Tackle, and not even that one, so we don't even land what's essentially a direct attack. But we wake up after passing out to discover rescued by Leon, I guess you could say. Not necessarily rescued, he just finds us there. The other Pokemon, the mysterious Pokemon's gone. And Lee is going to kind of berate us about going into here and saying that we kind of shouldn't have done it. But at the same time, he actually gives, you know, that that fist bump of like, good job, I'm proud of you. Shows that the Wooloo we came in after to help is safe and sound next to Charizard. So we're saying goodbye to Mom here, who, by the way, I feel like the mom just looks super young, especially compared to Hop's mom. Like, our mom just looks super, like, maybe she just aged well, but she doesn't look as old as, like, Ash's mom used to, and that was kind of like the stereotypical mom I remember in Pokemon games growing up with. Finally, though, after we've said bye to Mom, we're going to go down and get the Pokedex, which is from the research lab that Hop directed us to before we even went into that forest. Now we're going to be introduced to Sonia, the professor's assistant, and she's going to give us, on our flying phone, because, you know, technology is crazy, the Pokedex. And that's also, like the Pokedex is before, is going to have all these extra tools to it. She's then going to tell us to go say hello to her grandma, who lives in Route 2, and kind of like let her know that we have it. Now that we're in Route 2, we're near the end of the episode, but right before we end, we're going to have Leon kind of go over the basics on how we're going to catch a Pokemon. So one thing I am curious about for people, if you're watching this, and well, obviously watching this, if you know, and maybe leave a comment down below, when you're catching the Pokemon, do you have to mash A? Because I remember in previous games, you know, like Leaf Green and Emerald, you like mashed A to help give you a higher chance of catching the Pokemon. And usually, like, the weaker you had them, like the less health they had, that also helped your chances of catching them. I'm assuming that health aspect still works, but does the mashing A still work? Is that still a thing? So let me know about that in the comments down below. But now that we've been shown how to catch a Pokemon, Leon's going to end up giving us some Pokeballs. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave any helpful hints, comments, or criticisms down in the comment section down below. Until next time, see you later.